And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Well, this defense for the Colts, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They go play action with Hurts. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one.
Touchdown! Drake London, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
From the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 12 more yards there and another first down. Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check pass.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Colts will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And
it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Prescott. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt, because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Head the street, head the street. Check contact, check contact.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move was there, but didn't buy him a whole lot. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Now it's Hines. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. So he stopped for no gain, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 8 there on the play, and 3rd and 1 now.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's Hurts to throw. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Hines. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The Texans had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. They were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Colts will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
He's going to air it out deep for Woods. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Go, Reed. Go.
Here's Hines. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Left wing 19. Ready.
From the 36, Hurts. This to Hines on the drop-off. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Texans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. So they go from 142-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. They run with Hines. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. Hauled in on the out route by Melton. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's the gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
19.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll look to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
Up the middle they go. It's Hines, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Colts are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Prescott on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And again, it's Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, Prescott. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott, he's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
With how the coverage was positioned, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
And this one is right down the middle. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. A first down throw for Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. To throw is Prescott. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage. Here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Colts have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Texans coming. Matthew White set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
No check.
Looking to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
70 Rangers. 19 tight.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, You missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Colts will take over possession here up at the 44.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Devon Hamilton.
What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers. When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
And this is caught at the 20.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
From the red zone now, Prescott to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Second and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas.
Now Prescott.
That's complete to Mooney. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone. But still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
Let's go.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
7 Pirates. Ready.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Complete. Smith has it. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
60 Bobcat. Check pass. Trap 60.
Hurts.
Going for the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
Here we go.
They'll run on first down. Hines, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
Into the hands of London. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, he's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Prescott from the gun. Dancing to his left.
Got his man. It's London.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. To the air again, Prescott. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Point after try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Come back, team! Come back, team! 19 right!
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Hurts.
He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Panther 11! Panther 11! 79 Broncos! Check, Bobcat! Check, Bobcat! Ready?
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He finds his man, complete. That's Person. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
60 Maverick!
But first down, Hurts.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Colts are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Colts, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.